Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to log on and attend this morning's webinar. My name is Emily Cornelius, and I am the Marketing and Communications Coordinator here at Vigorate. And just before I pass the webinar over to today's presenter, I just want to remind you that if you have any questions throughout the webinar, you can type them in using the GoToWebinar question box on the side of your screen, or you can tweet us at Vigorate Digital, and don't forget to hashtag #DemonstrateWebinar. So we'll begin answering questions at the end of the webinar, and any questions that we don't get to this morning, we will be answering on our Vigorate Digital LinkedIn page later today. And so just before I pass over to Jennifer, I want to briefly mention our next event, which will be a live event here in Toronto. It will take place on October 15th at the Distillery District. The event is a Search and Social Rank Symposium. The speakers include Rob Campbell, SEO expert, Brian Rothstein, Montreal-based author of How to Make Videos Rank First on Google, and David Shepard of Jib.ca, who will be talking about how to make graphics that your competitors will want to steal. And Jennifer will also be speaking at the event, and she'll be recapping her speech from today. So for more information on tickets or dinner or drinks or anything like that, you can register for our Demonstrate event notifications at vigoratedigital.com. Okay, so let's meet today's speaker. Today's speaker is Jennifer Balog. Jennifer is Vigorate's own Senior Director of Account Management and Strategy. She's been with Vigorate for over 7 years now, providing direct clients and agencies expertise which relates to online marketing and strategy. So without further ado, I will pass the webinar over to Jen's capable hands. Jen?
Thanks, Emily. So today we're going to have a brief conversation about email in today's social world. So the agenda that I'm going to be covering off today is why email is still relevant, and talk a little bit about email and its integration with social media, and some considerations that email marketers should make to continue to be relevant in today's world. And also I'm going to briefly touch on mobile and its importance. So first and foremost, why email? Email over the years has continued to prove to be very effective in a variety of ways. It allows you to be highly personalized and to target your email database in a lot more detail than other traditional and non-traditional channels allow you to do. It also allows you to quickly and easily test different theories that you might have, and also to get the learnings back in a quick way so that you can apply your learnings to additional email campaigns. It's very measurable, which is a very important quality in today's world. A lot of CMOs and CEOs want to understand how the different marketing channels are performing, and email allows you to, again, quickly and easily determine what's working and maybe what's not working quite so well. Email also has the ability to become very viral, which allows you to capitalize on your email marketing dollars by way of sharing within social media or forwarding to friends. And I'll talk a little bit about more about that in a few slides. It's also environmentally friendly, so you don't have a lot of the paper waste that, for example, direct mail has associated with it. It's very cost effective, and one of the best benefits is it takes very little time to create an email campaign and get it out the door compared to some other media channels. So that timeliness has certain benefits associated with it. And according to StrongMail, some of those benefits include increased engagement with your email database, and also the ability to run more time-sensitive promotions. So if there's a message you need to get out to your audience, maybe there's a product recall, or something that's happened in your industry, and you need to quickly communicate to your database, email allows you to do that. And also ROI, compared to other traditional and non-traditional channels, email sometimes has more than twice the ROI associated with it. And what we're also seeing is that the revenue per email is actually increasing year over year. So when we look at 2012 versus 2013, we're actually seeing about an 8% increase in ROI. So with regards to social, widespread use of social media has actually in many ways made email an even more powerful marketing channel. Social media use makes consumers even more engaged with their email inbox, and it's actually tied to the more sharing of email delivered content within their personal networks. And also social media is sexy. but email marketing should still be an integral part of your marketing mix as it consistently provides concrete, measurable value. Existing email subscribers can be converted into significant social media activity. So targeting individuals who already buy your products with like requests and with Facebook ads doesn't feel intrusive. They're already interested enough in what you have to offer to have subscribed to your emails, so they're already predisposed to liking you. And when they do, that shows up in the news feeds of their friends, which can then exponentially increase your Facebook followers. And also, you can turn the monologue of an email into more of a social marketing dialogue and capitalize on the networks that your subscribers have within their Facebook environments, for example. It also allows you to close the loop from email marketing to massive social shares as your Facebook subscribers read your social status updates and share them with their own networks. And that can actually be harnessed for optimal SEO value that costs you nothing. And this good organic buzz builds best from an effective underlying campaign of strategic and targeted email marketing. So a lot of people are asking, what are people actually doing online? And this chart from ExactTarget illustrates that about 91% of consumers that are aged 15 and older are accessing their email accounts daily. That's a huge amount of number of people that are still actively involved with email. And 57% of them are actually on Facebook daily as well. So this chart is from early 2012, and I would guess that these numbers have only increased since it was initially created. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about some email considerations that allow email marketers to stay relevant in this ever-increasingly social world. First consideration is shareability. So I mentioned earlier that one of the benefits of email marketing was the propensity for your campaigns to go viral. And marketers should capitalize on the fact that many of their subscribers are already online and active on social networks such as Facebook and Twitter. So most email marketers should really consider adding share this links to your emails, which would point to sites like Twitter and Facebook. But with this caveat, if you have the kind of content that people will actually want to share. So think about your product, think about your demographic, your objectives, and make a conscious decision about what content is share-worthy. So consider whether these sharing tools and links will take up valuable real estate that could be better utilized, like more important calls to action. While sharing on Facebook and Twitter may make perfect sense for many marketers, forward to a friend can also be a cost-effective way of increasing visibility of your email marketing messages. So consider including a link that subscribers can click on and forward the email to their friends. The benefit of adding this kind of link is that, first of all, you're able to track how many people are actually forwarding your emails, and it also allows you to control how your email will render. So if you rely on your browser functionality to forward an email, you don't have visibility into how many people are forwarding your emails, and it also doesn't allow you to control the look and feel of your email, so it could actually break when they rely on that functionality. And because some people will be forwarding your emails via their browser, that is beyond a little bit outside of your control, but it's more controlled if you give them a forward to a friend link. Some people may still rely on the browser functionality, in which case you want to make sure that you include an opt-in link on your email, on the original email template. So you're not forcing your subscribers to find on your website ways to get onto your list. Make it easy for them. And also consider the different age groups in your database and how they're more likely to share. And this chart on the right indicates that the younger the group, the more likely they are to share on Facebook, versus the older the group, the more likely they are to share via email. So be authentic. The example I've included here is a example by Uncommon Goods, and this basically is giving subscribers ideas about what to give their mother for Mother's Day. So it's a really good example of how you can incorporate customer-generated product reviews, any customer questions or products that have high customer ratings in your emails. Also consider including polls or surveys. Let your customers know that you're interested in what they have to say. And a really interesting stat that I found is that 8 in 10 people's purchasing decisions are influenced by user-generated content of complete strangers. So that speaks volumes, and just imagine what how that stat would be influenced by people that they know versus complete strangers already being 8 in 10. These are a couple of other examples of companies that are being authentic and, again, relying on consumer provided content or user-generated content. The first one on the left is Crocs, and the example on the right is Crate and Barrel. So you can see right on here that they're pulling feedback in from their Facebook page directly into their email. So the next consideration is with regards to personalization, and I'm actually talking about personalization from both sides of the marketing table. The first interpretation of personalization refers to the company who is sending the email. By putting a face to the corporate message, people are more inclined to trust and believe in what you're saying. We're all familiar with Richard Branson of Virgin Mobile, or maybe even Christine McGee of Sleep Country, who both helped to build a brand tone and voice. On the other side, I encourage you to personalize your messages so that your content is relevant to your subscribers. Consider their geography, their age, their buying behaviors, and both self-reported and observed preferences. I've seen campaigns that are highly personalized deliver more than double the open and click rates than a campaign that doesn't speak to subscribers in a unique and personalized way. This next consideration is around making it fun. And again, there's a caveat here, make it fun if it's brand appropriate. So an interesting stat that I found is one of the drivers of time spent with social media is games, and that's especially true for women. 53% of online gamers use social networks as their chosen gaming platform. And emails that include games, videos, or interactive applications are very likely to go viral. So again, to tie this back to social media, consider making your emails fun, and your subscribers are much more likely to forward it on to friends or to post within their social media networks. Another consideration is make your subscribers feel special. So limit your content and the special offers to specific segments, and create ambassadors who are more likely to share your content for you. If you offer something only email subscribers can qualify for, and advertise that that's the case, then it's more likely that people will opt into your email program and become a fan of you on Facebook. And in this example from Banana Republic, Facebook fans receive first access to shop new arrivals as well as get access to the sale a day earlier than the general public. Another consideration is to show compassion. Charity and humanitarian causes spread like crazy on social media sites, and email is a great way to let your subscribers know what causes are important to you. In this example from Nestle Purina, they support pet-related charities and encourage subscribers to select the charity of their choice, enter a PIN code from their purchase, and then enter it online or via text message for a donation to be made. Finally, the last consideration is to consider mobile. Perhaps one of the most significant changes in email marketing is the shift in how we're all viewing our emails, which is illustrated in this comparison of two images from St. Peter's Square during the announcement of Pope Benedict 8 years ago and Pope Francis in 2013. If you're not considering how your subscribers are reading your emails, you are falling behind. So to wrap up, actually one more slide here, responsive design, just to illustrate the point that I made earlier, 41% of all commercial email is opened on mobile devices. And this stat is expected to surpass PC desktop opens by the end of the year. So in Marketing Sherpa's benchmark report from 2013, they're saying that more than half of email marketers are not designing their emails with mobile devices in mind. So to wrap up, it's a very exciting time to be an email marketer. Email is a channel that's not going away, and in fact, it's very much alive and well, and one of the most important and effective avenues of communication. By no means should email be your only marketing channel, but done well and in consideration with other marketing channels, email marketing can have the greatest ROI, is popular across every age group, and is quickly evolving to keep up with our ever-changing social world.
Great, thanks so much, Jen. So we did actually have a couple questions come in during the webinar, so we'll answer a few of them now. Again, any questions that we don't get answered now, we'll be answering on our Vigorate Digital LinkedIn page later today, so don't forget to check that out. Okay, first question. You mentioned email subscribers being converted to social media fans. Do you have any tips or insights into the opposite, so social media fans turning into email subscribers?
Thanks, Emily. Facebook contests can be a really great way to acquire new and qualified email subscribers, so it's a really good acquisition tool. And I think there are some great applications and examples of that. What I do want to caution marketers, if they are going this route, however, is to avoid the pre-checked box on your contest entry form, or also avoid making the email subscription a mandatory thing for customers to have to do to enter your contest. Acquiring new leads by incenting subscribers with a reward oftentimes means that you're going to get a lot of unqualified leads that may not actually be interested in receiving your company's emails. And what happens is when you get a lot of these kinds of subscribers on your email list, if they're much more likely to unsubscribe or to categorize your email as spam, which could in the end hurt your sender score and your overall rate of delivery. So you may actually impact the delivery of those subscribers who want to be receiving your email marketing messages, and you could create some unnecessary deliverability problems for yourself in the future.
Okay, great. Next one. You talked about putting share links in email, but not all content deserves this real estate. Do you have any examples?
Well, the majority of shared content on Facebook are photos, and then links and status updates and videos are all kind of secondary. The kind of content that consumers want to share is really industry specific. So consider the fashion industry. They may benefit more from having photos, for example, than say a bank or another kind of financial institution. So each marketer really needs to make a conscious decision about what content is share-worthy and not just randomly distribute or plaster their email with share links. You really want to consider your program objectives and decide if the real estate is better suited to promoting other messages or calls to action back to your own website, for example.
Okay, perfect. And the last one we'll ask here today, right now, you discussed the importance of making your subscribers feel special. Could you give an example of how one could do this if they weren't necessarily, say, a retail brand and couldn't give, say, a discounted price?
Well, if you don't have the luxury of offering discounts or promotions on your products and services, there's other things that you can consider offering your subscribers. For example, give them access to different levels of information, different kinds of information. So if you dedicated a certain section of your website to your VIPs, they might require a password to access locked content, which you could, for example, send them via email. And your company may have partnerships with other companies that could, you may be able to offer discounts on their products and services. You could also considering offering your eligible subscribers entries into contests or sweepstakes, or you could offer them an option to make a donation to a charity of their choice. So there's a lot of opportunities to incent your subscribers with an email subscription without having to give a discount or a promotion on an offer.
Okay, great. So that's all the questions we'll answer right now, just to be respectful of everyone's time. If any further questions do pop up, just remember you can speak with Jennifer live in person at the October 15th event here in Toronto. And to get more information about that, please sign up for our Demonstrate event notifications on our website at vigoratedigital.com. So thank you again.